Yeah, some things have changed. The schedule for this episode has changed. To be honest with you, could last one game, could last three. We'll have to find out. My name's FM20. It's time to get Réal. Here we are, tied for third place with Marbella. If we win today and Marbella draws or wins, we're in. If we lose today and Marbella wins, we're still in. There's a lot going on. It depends on what happens with Real Murcia, too. Who's Marbella playing, actually? I need to check this out here. Yeah, they're playing Cordoba. Of course they are. Cordoba's the first team in the league. They've already clinched a playoff spot. Who is Murcia playing? No, they're not playing Betis Deportivo. Let's scroll down here, Jellicoe. Extremadura. They're in 8th. That could be interesting. We, on the other hand, are playing 18th place Lorca. So, I'm not expecting a huge challenge, but then again, we also got surprised early in the season by Meridia. So, and they are trying to avoid being relegated. So, you know they're going to give us their best shot. Cordoba and Betis Deportivo have already clinched playoff spots. There's a lot of things that could go on here. There's a lot of combinations with what happens between Murcia, Marbella, and us. At the very least, we need a win or a draw. So I'm going to check my best 11, set the reserves, and actually, you know what? We got to do a review before we do that. So, where were we last time? We were here. We drew it with Betis Deportivo, won all thanks to a Miguel Martin penalty kick. We were then away at Atletico San Luqueño, and we won 2-1 thanks to a brace of goals by Miguel Martin. Against Badajoz, we drew. This was a bummer of a game. There was just not a lot going on. Against Algeciras, we absolutely thumped them 4-1. Carry on, Ballesteros, Juanca, and Martin with goals. Against Extremadura, we thumped them as well. 4-0. Robles a goal, Albert a goal, Ballesteros a goal, Javalillo a goal. They were not helped by the fact they had a player sent off at the half. Marbella, we beat 3-0 thanks to a brace of goals by Miguel Martin and a goal by Javalillo. And against San Fernando, they absolutely thumped us. And Dye had a brace of goals. This was just not a good game for us by any stretch of the imagination. We had 19 shots, 9 on target. They were technically better in front of us, in front of the goal, and across the game. They just took advantage of us. We had a lot of players play out of position for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why. There was this huge gap here they took advantage of, and no matter what I did to get my players over to cover it, they just would not do it. This is a result of, I think, injuries more than anything else. Alvaro Sanz went out with a twisted ankle. He's missing the last few games of the season, and it's really kind of thrown a kink into the things because he's our best young midfielder. He's a very good deep-line playmaker, and I ended up playing Carry On at deep-line playmaker a couple of times, and he seemed to do okay, but it just... That Fernando game is really going to grate on me for a while. Anyhow, as it stands, Miguel Martin leads us with 25 goals. I want to say that's a Segunda B level 3 record. Alvaro Sanz, best rating. Carry on, 8 assists. Calzada, best player, or best pass completion, rather. Miguel Martin, 6 players of the match. Barrera, 9 yellow cards. Our 61 goals, our second highest in the league. Our 41 goals allowed, our 12th best. Our attendance has kicked up to almost 6,000. That's almost a 50% full stadium. So today, it's going to be interesting. So I'm going to check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to be back with a match against Lorca in just a bit. 4-1-1. Interesting. We are playing our 4-2-4, of course. De La Calzada in goal. Barrera, Clemente, Rochi, and Robles as the defensive back four. Jordan and Segato as the midfielders. Carry On and Ballesteros as the attacking midfielders. Martin and Wonka up top as the strikers. I did want to point out Rochi, who we picked up in January. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, is now a pretty decent central defender. He's also a great ball-winning midfielder, but I need him on the defensive back four. So that's where we are playing him today. Guillermo. Out to Montero. Over to Canberra. Back to Higgins. Wampa sends it up to Di Giovanni. Cuts inside. Takes a shot, goes right at De La Calzada. We need... hold on just a second here. We need to change this to latest scores. And we need to pay attention to Marbella. They're up on Cordoba. I'm going to pause this here real quick because I also want to bring in latest scores here. And Marbella is 2 up on Cordoba. And Higgins heads out over the crossbar. Robles to Ballesteros. To Jordan. Carry on. Taps it. Martin Ther, far post. Wow, that was a shot. 26th goal of the season for Miguel Martin. Martin? He's got the... Is that a dash over the I or is that a hash over the I? I've been saying Martin this whole time. How much you want to bet it's Martin? And I've been mispronouncing it for a season and a half. Nice shot, far post. Completely wrong. Puts the keeper. That was well done. Told the guys to push forward. Now they're frustrated by the feedback. Danny Garcia. Kike ran the entirely wrong direction, but Garcia takes an ill-advised shot that goes wide left. Segundo on the throw-in. To Jordan. Out into space for Wonka to run down. He holds it up, passes it back to Robles, who sends it into Guillermo. Easy stop for the Lorca keeper. He sends it forward to Giovanni. Wampa has it off the header. Back to Wampa. Out to Di Giovanni again. Oh, Danny Garcia. De La Calzada. Nice block. Canberra runs it down. Rochi dispossesses him and sends it out of bounds. Corner kick in. Wonka. Knocked away. Clemente's going to run it down. Sends it back in. Ballesteros can't get ahead on it. Montero has it. Segundo dispossesses him. Sends it to Martin. And we score again. Wow. We haven't been the best today. Only 8 shots, 2 on target. But both those shots on target have gone in. Oh, Rodriguez jumped in front of Ballesteros. That's why. Segundo dispossessed the Lorca player. Martin was right there. Well done, Miguel. Okay, just past 60 minutes into the game, we're going to make a couple changes. We're going to get Clemente off. Because he's on a yellow. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move Rochi over and make him a central defender stopper. We're going to bring Robles over to take Clemente's spot and make him a ball-playing defender cover, because it seems to be what he knows best. We're going to bring Marquez in at wingback on the right. And for now, that is going to be the only change we make. My next question is, God, if he picks up enough yellow cards, does that mean he's out of the playoff games as well? Now, about 10 minutes left. We're going to make a couple more changes here. We're going to get Mizian on to replace Wonka. Swap him out with Martin. Bring Jabalilo on to take over Carry-On's spot. Cordoba has not come back. They're 1 goal down. But if we win, it doesn't matter. Oh, Rodriguez with the goal. That was nice off the corner kick. His first goal of the season. Of course it's his first goal of the season. Nice header. Although I will admit the pop-up there about how preparing for attacking corners is done as well. At the same time they score on a corner kick is a bit much. Higgins sends it up into space. Barreto runs it down. Over to Wanfra. He taps it up. Barreto's there, and they equalize. Son of a gun. Freaking FM'd. That is annoying as all hell. .40 left in a 94-minute game, and they equalize. Two goals in extra time they got to equalize. Blivet. I totally missed the scores. Did we finish out of the playoffs? No. Because Murcia drew their last game with Extremadura. Son of a gun. Okay. Final day relegation. Martin shines. We're going to praise him. Superb in front of goal. Keep it up. Cartagena wants Martin. Where the heck team is Cartagena? Are they next division up? 21st. We'll see. We got the playoffs coming up. This hasn't populated yet, so I don't know who we're playing. I don't even know when we're playing. Has it even been decided yet? No, it hasn't. So you know what? I'm going to stop this here, and we'll forward ahead to when we find out who we're playing and when. Back in a bit. So yeah, we are going to play 3 games today because we are playing Baracaldo CF home and away. And depending on what happens here will depend on the next episode. If there is, well, depending on what happens here is going to drive what happens next. If we win, we're going to end the episode, then come back with the following episode and go from there. So they are in Group 2 of the Segundo Division B. They're not a bad squad. They finished 4th last year, 6th the year before that, 13th. How on earth where did they finish this year? Second on 73 points. And their best player had 20 goals. Well, my best player had 27. So, should be a fun game. So, we're going to advance to that, and I'm going to set the best 11, check the reserves, and we'll come back with the away match. No, we're playing them home first. With the home leg of the playoff in just a bit. Well, Sands is just coming off an injury, but the coach thought he would be best for it. So, we're playing our 4-2-4 today. Diallo Calzada in goal. Barrera, Clemente, Rochi, and Robles as the defensive back four. Sands and Segato as the midfielders. Carrion and Ballesteros as the attack midfielders. Martin and Wonka up top as the strikers. They're playing a 4-4-1-1. And this is their best player, Delgado. 20 goals this season. That's not bad. Stadium is sold out for the first time in a long time, apparently. Playing home here just to have to hold them scoreless. And Ballesteros just got injured, but he is coming back. Bruised knee. We'll take him off the half. Actually, you know what? We'll take him off now. What do I want to do? I want to move Carrion over, and we'll bring Albert on. Quiet first half, no highlights. We've had 6 shots, 4 on target. And that is it, a very quiet first half. 7 shots, 5 on target for us, 6 shots, 3 on target for them. No highlights. Check something here real quick. Yeah, key highlights. This is going to be one of the shortest commentated games on the series in a long time. We are 60 minutes in. We have had 0 highlights. We are, however, going to get Sands off. Bring on Jordan. Oh, finally a highlight. It's us. Barrera to Martin. Back to Barrera. Drives inside. Takes a shot. Dude, that was weak. De La Calzada to Rochi. Up to Jordan. Long pass towards Wonka, who isn't going to get there. Carachon sends it forward towards Delgado. Fight in the air, headed down. Martinez has it up to Delgado. One-on-one with De La Calzada. Holds it up, bounces it off Rochi, who got in front of him. That was nice. Javi Martinez to Requelme, to Delgado, back to Martinez, who kicks it out of bounds for a goal kick. Looks like it bounced off a high-end player before it got there. La Cruz sends it in, and high and right above the crossbar. Gacharon sends it forward. Albert now heads it right back to La Cruz. Oh, La Cruz fouled Albert. What's the decision going to be? It's a red. Well, we have an opportunity. Are we going to get it? Are we going to take advantage of it? Does not look like it. I can try and shout and say push forward. 2 minutes left. They're frustrated. Of course they are. Come on, extra time goal FM. You give the last team I played 2 of them. No! 16 shots, 10 on target, decided possession advantage, and we blank. It's a 0-0 draw. That's... Okay, that's not a bad result. So we've come back in a week, and now Ballesters, 2 to 3 days. Okay, could have been worse if I kept him playing. So I'm going to save this real quick, and then we're going to come back for the away match, and fingers crossed, we'll get it done there. So, a good week of practice. No injuries. That was nice. We're playing our 4-2-4, of course. De La Calzada in goal. Barrera, Clemente, Rochi, and Robles is the defensive back 4. Sands and Segato as the midfielders. Carrion and Ballesteros as the attacking midfielders. Martin and Wonka up top as the strikers. Oh, in other news, I did get a new contract. Garcia on the corner kick in. De La Calzada, nice save. I'll show you the details on that after this match. Freaking 4 minutes in, they've already got 3 shots. Gandara to Martinez, taps it over to Alonso, back to Gandara. Up into the crowd, Rochi knocks it away. Delgado's right there, though. Javi Martinez sends it back out. Robles intercepts that by Steros, back to Robles. Drives forward, up to Wonka. Holds it up, back to Segato. Over to Ballesteros, almost loses it. He's got help. Segato centers it to Sands. Out to Carrion on the left. He's got help in the center. He waited too long. Barrera, however, didn't. Carrion knocks away Sands. Top of the box, curls it high, wide, right. Leon from outside and in. Oh, over. Okay, goal kick. Did I miss the offsides? I must have missed the offsides. Well, I encouraged the boys and nothing happened. Throw in Barrera. Sands. Back to Barrera. Back to Sands. Over to Carrion. He's got help. He's not using it. Takes the shot off the post. It's a good chance. God, I hope it doesn't come down to penalty kicks. Told them to push forward. Now they're frustrated. Clemente. Over to Barrera. Up in space. Carrion ran by his defender. He's one on some. And he's doing too much. Oh, okay, well, after this, we'll make a couple of changes. Martinez sends it in, and they score. Mother... Off the set piece, no less. We're going to Ballesteros up to the false 9. Bring Albert on. You get Carrion off. Bring on Javalilo. The guys are focused. 15 minutes in, we got to go to the very attacking. Javalilo sends it in. Ballesteros scores. Nice. That was well done. Oh, and whoever the number 5 player is, Calderon totally misplayed it. Ballesteros was right there. Casharon sends it forward. Barrera, nice first touch. Up to Sands. Over to Segato. All the way out to Albert alone on the right. Cuts inside. He's got help. He took the shot, pushed it wide left. Does this go straight to penalties or does this go to extra time? We'll find out here in a minute. Kelm to Nesprawl. All the way back to Casharon. Sends it forward. Barrera heads it, goes right to Delgado. Drops it off to Nesprawl. Out to Gandara. Back to Nesprawl. Fakal takes the shot. Pushed wide. Javi Martinez is there. Freaking extra time goals. I went back to balance, too. Calzada did really good to get a hand on it. Martinez was there. It was a rough angle. It was a tight angle, but he managed to do it. Try to go back to the very attacking. He hit... That is annoying as hell. I don't mind losing. I mind losing like that. That is just frustrating as hell. I'm going to send my assistant to the press conference. That's just... And our season's over. Players inducted in the best 11: Alvaro Sanz, Sagado, Jorge Carrion, Paul Ballesteros, Christian Marquez. In the season awards, Miguel Martin, player of the season, just ahead of Alvaro Sanz and Arturo Sagado. Jorge Carrion, goal of the season versus Talavera. Second of the season, Alvaro Sanz on a free. Miguel Martin, young player of the season. Let's see this goal by Carrion. We had a couple of free kicks from outside the box that were really good, but nope. Carrion's driving. He's driving. He's driving. Driving forward. 1, 2, 3. And from distance. Okay, I can see that. That's not a bad goal. Season review. We exceeded expectations. I got to go up here real quick because I got a new contract. 2,600 euros a week. 2-year contract. No bonuses or anything like that. I did get my coaching qualifications, so I'm expecting next season to go and get my Continental B. Club Vision's expectations. We're within payroll budget. Done. I can do that. I did that this year. Except the current vision. Squad dynamics. Doing okay. Do I say top half or playoffs? I'll say top half. And a lot of my better players are like, no. Injury season report. Longest spell. Javalillo, 4 months. Cañas, 4 months. In season break. Report back to training on the 26th, 2021. I don't remember doing this. Did I set up my responsibilities wrong again? Oh. Well, we got to change that. This is my B squad. This is Oliver. It says he had 30 assists. Holy cow. In the league, he had 30 assists. That is just insane. Especially for a player who's not all that great. Where are we going? We're going here. We're going to look at the senior squad here, and then we'll take a look at the other teams as well. If we sort by appearances, Miguel Martin, 41 appearances, 27 goals, 3 assists, 7 players of the match. David Calzada, 39 appearances, a 6.79 rating. Alvaro Sanz, 36 games, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 players of the match, 7.16. He was an excellent, excellent pickup for us. Kike Clemente, who is actually joining us, solid season. Barrera, solid season as well, 35 starts, 2 goals, 4 assists. Paul Ballesteros, a pretty solid all-around season. 9 goals, 5 assists, 3 players of the match. Sagado, 3 goals, 7 assists, 2 players of the match from the midfield. Jorge Carrion, 5 goals, 9 assists, 3 players of the match from the left side mostly. Christian Marquez did okay. He kind of fell off near the end of the season, especially after I brought Robles on. Christian Albert, a decent season, 21 starts, 7 off the bench, 4 goals, 2 assists. Wonka, 3 goals, 3 assists, 18 appearances, 7 off the bench. Who am I looking for? Mizian, 1 goal, 2 assists, 13 goals, 15 off the bench. Or 13 goals, 13 appearances, 15 off the bench. Goal-wise, we kind of lived and died by Miguel Martin, which needs to change. We can't rely on one player, especially as he's wanted by a couple of... now he's wanted by Balampe. Assist-wise, Jorge Carrion led us. Players of the match-wise, that's Miguel Martin. Average rating-wise, it's also Miguel Martin, although Alvaro Sanz and Moja were up there as well, but Moja only played 6 games. So, salaries. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Actually, you know what? We'll stop. We'll go here real quick. We'll check out the B squad. This is Eugenio. 8 goals, 11 assists. I'm still kind of up in the air about this 30 assists here for the B squad, but I don't know that they played any organized games. I think they all played friendlies. Let me check something out here real quick. Yeah, the B squad was all friendlies. The under-19s, on the other hand, they finished 8th in their division, which is really, really good, considering they're playing some decent teams here. You know, Sevilla under-19s, Malaga under-19s. Ciudad Real under-19s. D's under 19. I mean, they did really good, and they had a pretty decent season as well. As I'm clicking back, so we're going to check out the under 19 players here. And those are the guys on loan, and of course, they are not keeping track of stuff. Got a lot of guys who are wanted. Loans. Well, that's okay. So I'm going to go to my contract view here. So this is the senior squad. It is 2021. And from here up, I would expect almost all of those players, with the exception of Clemente, to not be here again next season. Robles and Albert are loan players. Robles. I'm thinking of the other Robles. Okay, yeah, Robles and Cañas aren't going to be here. Romero's not. Marcelo's going to leave. Moja's going to leave. Mateos is going to leave. Wonka's going to leave, which means I need a new false nine, or I need to get Mizian to step up and figure out a two-striker formation that I like. The B squad depends on their age. Actually, you know what? I could probably do that here. Hey, look, if you use insert column, general, age. A couple guys can make it on the under 19s. Everyone else is probably going to age out. Fran Delgado will get moved to the senior team because he has the most potential. The other guys, I really don't know. They'll probably leave. And then the U19s, if they have any sort of potential for this level of football, I'll keep them. If not, they're gone. And I can replace them on freeze. I'm positive of that. So, forward here another day. We're coming back in 7 weeks, the 26th. I'm reasonably sure I've set up the responsibilities this time, so I'm the one doing friendlies, which will be nice. That way we're not missing out, or that way we're not facing the congestion we had this year. This was a solid season for us. We were picked to finish third. We finished third. And look at this. Contracts to expire. Set for release. Could help affiliate team. I'm not interested in helping my affiliate teams. Romero does not have a showing promise. No. Affiliate team. No. Belmonte's 3.5 stars. As my dog is going wild. Just a second here. Yeah, it sounds like George has finally calmed down, maybe. I've delegated negotiations to the under 19 players. I trust my director of football on that. He's not going to sign them to an outrageous contract. And if he does, I can always go back and say, no. A lot of these guys, they just really didn't have a lot of potential, and the older players aren't going to reach their potential. Mateos, as much as I like him, is never going to see that 4-star potential, plus I got better options. The staff contracts, I'm going to have to spend a decent amount of time on this. Barla, I'll probably let go. Castro, I will keep. Fulch, I'll keep. Aspas, who's my scout. I might be able to find better scouts out there. And I'm going to see if this season I can't get the club to expand the coaching staff. One of the big complaints of the players this season, it was my complaint too, was that the coaching staff was spread way too thin. Martin broke the real high scoring record. Important dates in June. Transfer window opens on the 1st of July. And the loan report. Molina had a pretty good season. He helped them get promoted. Perez, a decent season as well. Lorenzo didn't get a lot of time. And I know I had other players out on loan as well who are still playing. For whatever reason, I just wasn't tracking them. So, season-wise, our 63 goals were first in the league. Our 43 goals allowed were 12th best. 57 yellow cards was 9th highest. Our attendance ended up just under 6,000, which is about 49% of the capacity of the stadium. Marbella and Cordoba are in the playoffs still. 70 points. To finish third. A C plus still. Come on, guys. You've got to be kidding me. But, we exceeded expectation this year. Next year, we're going to get further into the playoffs. If not, try and win it. But that's going to mean a pretty busy offseason. So with that said, I'm going to save this here. I'm going to call the second season of Time to Get Réal closed, and should be back in a couple days with the start of Season 3. If you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. Thanks for sticking around until the end here. My name is FM20. Thank you for watching.